Please open in your learning workbook to page 212 and read along as we learn together. All right, let's do an example involving the change of base formula. Use the change of base formula to approximate log base 4 of 153 by using base 10, round to 4 decimal places. Then, when you're done with that, use the change of base formula to approximate log base 4 of 153 by using base e. Okay, great. Now, before we start this problem, there's something that I want to share with you. It's been a while since I've said this, but it bears repeating. A logarithm is a missing exponent. So, what this is saying right here is log, which is the same as EGOB, E-G-O-B. What is the exponent that goes on base 4 to make 153? All right, let's spend a little time tinkering with our calculators here. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to call up the calculator, and I want to raise 4 to various powers and just see what we get. So let's do 4, and let's raise that up to the first power. We expect the value 4, because anything to the first power is itself. All right, so 4 to the first power is 4. All right, now we're going to do 4 raised to the second power, and we get 16. All right, then we do 4 raised to the third power, and we get 64. Then we do 4 raised to the fourth power, and we get 256. Now let's return to the problem we were just looking at. This says to approximate log base 4 of 153. So what is the exponent that goes on base 4 to make 153? Well, we just tried a bunch of exponents, and we found that if the exponent was 3, we got the value 64, and if the exponent was 4, we got the value 256. Notice that means we skipped right over 153. So therefore, the exponent we're looking for must be somewhere in between 3 and 4, because 153 is between 64 and 256. The answer to this question is going to be a decimal, and it's going to be between 3 and 4. Okay, now let's use our calculator to get the answer. Okay, first we're going to use the change of base formula using base 10. So, log base 4 of 153. The up goes up and the down goes down. So we need to calculate log of 153 divided by log of 4. Okay, so let's put that in our calculators. So first, log of 153. The log button on your calculator is right here. So log of 153. And when we enter that, we get 2.184691431. And if we look in our textbook, that's the exact same value that we see there from our textbook. In the denominator, they ask us for the log of 4. All right, so let's put that in. So we want the log of 4. Notice that I'm not closing the parentheses and I'm still getting the right answer. 0.602059991. Back to the book, and we see we get the same value. The textbook had an extra 3 at the end. Okay, now we divide those two decimals, and we get the value 3.6287. Notice that this is a rounded value, and we are rounding to 4 decimal places. Now, the other way that you could enter this in your calculator is directly, all at the same time, by using the n over d, the numerator over denominator button. So if we write log of 153, and then divide that by log of 4, and hit enter, that's going to give us the answer directly, 3.62869391, and we can round that to 4 decimal places as 3.6287. And that's the answer we see here in our example. Okay, we're now going to do the same process, but we're going to use the natural log instead. So we need to rewrite this. Log base 4 of 153. The up goes up and the down goes down. So in the numerator, I need to know what is the natural log of 153. So we go to our calculator and we push the natural log button. The natural log of 153 is 5.03043791. It's exactly what our book says. And the natural log of 4 is 1.386294361. Again, that matches the book perfectly. And if we divide those two numbers and round to 4 decimal places, we're going to get 3.6287. Now I'd like you to notice something. we get the same answer whether we use base 10 or base e. And that's because the change of base formula works for every base that you could possibly pick. You can rewrite using base 2. You can rewrite using base 3. You can rewrite using base pi. You can rewrite using base e or base 10 or base 7 or 100. As long as it is not 1 and greater than 0, it's a base you can use, and you'll always get the same answer. But we limit ourselves to 10 and e because those are the only buttons on our calculators.